I wanted you to diverge into Cape Town football and relegation, Cape Town City, and some of the other clubs falling under Cape Town, which you will just narrow it down for our viewers right here. What's going on? What's happening in on our side? What's happening?
Look, I'm gonna build it up, right? Yeah. There's always been an issue in Cape Town in terms of who makes it and who doesn't. In Cape Town, I do understand that our what do you call this when you the demographic, our demographic is different. In Cape Town, we're the only province or city where the demographic is not 100% black, or not the majority black. And we do understand in that sense that proportionally there should be more colored players that come out of Cape Town than black players. In terms of just that stat, right? But it's got to a point where the administrators, the scouts, the coaching instructors, the coaches, everyone now starts to think that is better because that makes it more than that. But it's coming back to the fact that demographically it should be that way. If it wasn't that way, there would be a problem. I'll go back to the rugby example. Demographically, who the most niggas who play rugby? And they're not niggas. Let's take that out there. They're not niggas. Right? Yeah, let me take that. They're not niggas. Let me just stop saying niggas. They're not niggas.
Oaks. So, they're Oaks.
The Oaks.
Yeah.
The Broers.
Yeah.
No, Broer even.
Broer
is like Cruella.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a Broer.
They're Oaks.
They're Oaks.
No, Oaks, no.
You get me? So, I feel like in Cape Town, we are putting demographic in front of talent way too much times. And it's starting to progress. Cape Town, we've got arrogance. We say we've got the greatest talent. And I think at somewhat we do. Ikram Reyners, Tashrik Man. There's a lot of players playing for top sides who are Cape Town born. But Cape Town within itself is going to lose. Don't have a PSL team almost anymore. Cape Town City is going to the playoffs. Cape Town Spurs got relegated from PSL, is getting relegated from the NFD in the very next season. Cape Town Spurs' Vodacom side, which is, sorry for saying Vodacom side and not using the right sponsor information, it's the ABC Mutsepe League. They got relegated to the Hollywood Bet Super League. But did you know that the league structures doesn't allow both teams, right?
Yeah.
To go in the same league in the same season. So what it means is the one that was it's supposed to get relegated from second division to Mutsepe. But it's going to be in the same season, technically, that team, because one league starts after the other.
Yes.
So the league at the bottom starts with, so when you get that team, you still have a registered team that's there. So that team that's in the second division is going to drop automatically another division and go not to the third, but to the fourth division. Now the fourth division team that got relegated from the third division is going to play LFA football. Now, one of the biggest academies that we're hitting our chests with for so many years is now playing in the same division as my team. That's what's happening in Cape Town. But it's a progression of what the hell's happening in this country in terms of football. And I need to say it straight. I'm a lover of South African football. I'm a lover of South African players. But our administrators, you guys are failing us. You guys are failing the hundreds and thousands. I'm probably borderlining millions of football supporters. Because look, first of all, in Cape Town, if you're not colored, you don't make it. Let me go there, straight. That's what I mean. If you're not a colored guy, you need to be 10 times more talented, 10 times more special than all the other guys. And that automatically puts you in a disadvantage to prove yourself. And I always say to my fellow black guys, what language can you speak? I only speak Xhosa and a little bit of, it's most of the time a little bit of English. Why don't we need to put ourselves in a position where we can be better. You know, the clubs that are better are the colored clubs, and they speak Afrikaans. We need to educate our boys to be in Afrikaans to be at the better clubs, because there was already a disadvantage. And we're not looking at it in that way. We go back to the thing we were talking about in the last segment last week. Super Sport United is, for me, when you talk about the PSL, you're talking about Super Sport United, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns. Those are the 4 teams that have been and Bidvest before they left.
Yeah.
Or not Bidvest, let's say Wits, because Bidvest was the title sponsor. Those were the clubs that gave us the leadway, the responsibility, and to say these are PSL clubs. Bloemfontein Celtic, Mpumalanga Black Aces. You got me. This was in the PSL, was the Premier Soccer League, and looked like the highest division. And the lower divisions are having an effect, because every single time we're selling statuses, we are losing Super Sport United. 3-time league winners. Chandre Campbell, who left to go to Europe last year, is from Super Sport United. How many players has a club like Super Sport United developed in the past, and now they will not have a club anymore? The kids that come from all over the country to play for Rosina. Rosina is, to educate our audience, is the school that takes in the boys and the girls from Super Sport United. Rosina Sidibe Sports School. Right? Super Sport United is the club, but because they're taking kids from all over the country, they need a school. That school's football club is Super Sport United players, because the caveat is, if you're not from the Gauteng province, you need to play for the school Rosina Sidibe. I have a homie of mine, Marco. Marco played for Super Sport United. Now look at him. We played with Super Sport United when I was playing sports school, which is in our development phase. Now, in development phase, they housed us. I got housed in a different, but they housed him. Now imagine now in the middle of your career growing, there's no longer,
gone.
Boom, it's gone.
Safa needs to intervene.
It's gone, dog. You guys are killing our football from inside. In one season, we're losing Cape Town City, we're losing Super Sport United, and it's okay, and we've lost Royal AM already. We're not survival of the greatest teams. We're survival of who wants to keep the status longer. Imagine now all of these clubs at stadiums like
relax.
Imagine they had stadiums like that. Imagine now your Super Sport United had its own stadium. Now look who's buying them. Bloemfontein Celtic is coming back. But they're not coming back as Bloemfontein Celtic. Their original status is still in the PSL as Marumo Gallants. So the original Bloemfontein Celtic is still in the PSL as Marumo Gallants. Now they're taking Super Sport. If they wanted to buy Super Sport United, they should have bought Super Sport United.
From the jump.
You need to fix the shit. Ivan Khoza, Kaizer Mtaung, nonke man. Lewe ibula abantwana bethu lewe. Abantwana bethu abafunda la bhola nxa lewe. Bachaya drugs. Because ababoni future lewe. Akho future lewe. Even if udlala iPSL awuna contract guaranteed, because don't ingaphela team yakho ngomso indonlo wethu. Indonlo wethu.
Safa needs to kind of it's turning into like a
market. Let me go. Last rant about Safa.